Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to PZ85 Plays. I am your Game Master Double H, and a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, our adventures in the Star Wars Saga Edition Dawn of Defiance campaign continued. We're now in the third edition of Episode 4, Echoes of the Jedi, and if you've missed any previous episodes, remember you can catch up right now at Podzilla1985.com. Allow me to quickly introduce you to our cast. First, playing Harani Tar, it's the co-owner and creator of Podzilla 1985, Shannon Young.
Hello, everybody. Yep.
We've also, we've also got our resident Jedi, the man himself, Tanner Calvert, playing Kraid Halen.
I am one with the Force is with me.
And as always, our Bothan spy, Iris Ney, played by Lindsay Wolfgong.
Hi, I'm here too.
Okay, now, we're not playing Star Wars for a minute here. This is Spaceballs. This is the short version, okay? We're going to get into this thing because we're starting later than we do normally.
Way later.
Again, if you missed last week's episode, be sure to go back and catch up. You have plenty of time to do so, and it's all right there for you at Podzilla1985.com. To this point, our heroes are currently tracking down, and of course my throat decides to go out again on me, tracking down a Jedi holocron on the planet of Almus, and they have made their way into the ruins of a former Jedi academy. When we last left off, they were on the first sub-level of the academy and just managed to restore power to the area. Anybody need anything specific coming into this?
No, I'm pretty good.
Now good to go.
Okay. Then we'll pick up right exactly where we had left off. If you guys remember, you had found a working repulsor sled that Graz was piloting. Hirani was riding on it, and so you had made your way through the generator room, gotten the backup generator started up. The lights in the area are on now. They are flickering occasionally. It is pretty dim, but you've got some power. You can hear the hum of the generator in the other room. 7A, the top half of that protocol droid that had suggested to you that you had rescued him from that fight between the Squibs and the Ugors, and he had suggested to you to plug him into the main system. Now that he is plugged in, says that he has some information that he can access for you now that you've got the power on and going. He mentions that he has a map of sublevel 1, which I think I had dropped in the Discord, but just in case, and since it's been so long, I'm going to go ahead and drop it again so you can get an idea of what that looks like. So there it is. That's what sublevel 1 looks like if you pop over to the text. He also provides descriptions for all of the rooms. Basically, anything that you see listed there is what he can tell you about to some degree. But beyond that, he has very basic cursory descriptions of these rooms. He also hasn't been in most of them in a long time, so he can't say what current state any of them are in.
Okay.
Sounds beyond good. That, he is able to access a dated log that tells you what vehicles were borrowed from the hangar, which he says are behind the window in that room that you're in currently, in the control room. You remember there was a big glass window, and on the other side it was blocked by rubble and debris. He says that's where the hangar was. He has a log, again, of what was taken from there, but it doesn't really sound all that particularly interesting in terms of names. He says that the last one is dated around the same time as the attack on the Academy, and it shows that all the vehicles at that time were evacuated due to an emergency. Beyond that, that's it.
Okay. Just a random note real quick. This is unimportant, but I realized that if I stand perfectly still for extended periods of time while Lindsay moves around, it looks like I'm a statue.
No.
You and Drax, you've mastered the art of standing so perfectly still
Slowly
that no one can see.
Eats potato chip.
Okay, so with that,
cheesing?
7A basically just leaves it up to you. Obviously, he's in no position to tell you what to do. He's there to help you as necessary. But you now have a map of the main area. What would you like to do?
Well, I feel like we need to check out the archive.
Again, the Jedi stuff is beyond me. This is out of my league, so I'm going to follow the Jedi on this one.
Yeah, where would you store a holocron?
A horror.
Shut up.
She's
gonna
in
say-
Star Trek. You would store her on the Enterprise.
Where would you store holocron?
For
Either
the
library or
record,
the archive.
as far as where you guys have been, you entered this area from the turbo lift shaft that is up in the top left-hand corner of the map. You have already entered the generator room down there to the right. That's where you found the backup generator and the main one that was destroyed. And you are currently in the control/maintenance room. That's right there. It's pointed at from the top right, but you're at the top of the map, right below the vehicle hangar.
Okay. Kraid, it's your show right now.
All right, let's start off in the library.
Okay.
Also, can I just I just want to say that I've got my just for the record, I've got my blaster out. It's at the ready already because I don't trust anything around here. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's something you can do. All right. So the plan in general is make your way to the library.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you leave from the control room, from the control room where you guys are. You can see again the southern corridor parallels the one to the north once you get down past the generator room again, except basically there's no debris to block the area here. Along the north wall, numerous doors, just like you saw above, that lead to meditation rooms. Some of them are open, and Kraid, again, I know they were of interest to you before. You can see inside. There's nothing left in the way of personal effects. If the room's not completely empty, it might have like a small meditation mat or something that is kind of starting to wear away, but there doesn't appear to be of anything of interest in any of those rooms. Once you make your way down toward the specific library area, you can enter that room directly from the right in the middle of that wall there. You can see is where the doors are that lead straight into that area. It is a blast door. It is locked, but you do get the idea that, as before with the others, you can attempt to bypass the lock, you can try to force it, or you may be able to control it from the control room where you just were.
I can try to hack it if you guys want me to try to hack it again.
Yes.
Yeah, give that a shot.
All right, Hunter, I'm gonna try to use my data pad to hack it.
Okay, it's a mechanics check. I'll just tell you, it's a DC 20.
Okay, I should be able to do that. Oh, God, let me remember where I have my files pulled up at. There they are. You said mechanics?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I got a plus 14. All right. Stand back, boys. I got this.
First roll of the night.
Let's make it a good one for all the people watching.
I'll pray on this. Ooh.
There it is.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's more than enough for you to succeed in opening the door. Yeah, you connect your data pad. Now that you've done this a couple of times, it's not difficult by any stretch. And pretty quickly, especially with the power on, you find the proper subroutines and everything, and the door slides open. The library, as you step in, first of all, when the door opens, you get that sort of... You know what a library scent is, right? That kind of musty scent of books and such that you get even with a currently running library.
Yeah.
This is that times 100, because this door clearly has not been opened in quite some time. As the door opens is palpable. It's not, the library itself is not as large as, for example, Hirani, you would probably know, its counterpart on Coruscant. Right, that is the library to end all of them. But the ruination inside it is no less dismaying, for lack of a better term. Even in the dim light that you produced by the power from the backup generator, you can make out a room that at one point in time was filled floor to ceiling with shelves, hundreds of holobooks, and all sorts of other stuff overflowing with wisdom from the Jedi. But now it's almost entirely been pulverized. Blaster fire marks the walls, carbon scoring everywhere. The shelves rest toppled at precarious angles. All of this is shattered up against research stations and the marble floor itself. The shelves themselves are kept company by overturned chairs, damaged computers, which occasionally spit sparks now that the power is back on. Not far above you, you can see is an open second floor, kind of like it rings around the rim of the room. There are even more, from what you can see anyway, despoiled shelves up there, more books, data cards lying about. There's also, and it takes a minute for you to remember where you've seen this, but I'll tell you outside of game terms, from the first edition of the episode of this, when you guys were first landing on Almas and making your way through the town, or the ghost town, I should say, there's graffiti scrawled onto the walls about the non-believers and such, and it's clearly written in blood.
I don't think you said it was written in blood before.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, God, I must have missed that part. Oh,
I must have missed it too.
It was like a dark... or at least it looks like it's written in blood. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
I can't tell you for sure it's written in blood, but it certainly looks like it is. The second floor has a catwalk that, without that repulsor sled, it looks like you probably would not be able to reach up to it. But that should be enough to hover you up to that point. Underneath the walkway ledge at the eastern wall, when you walk in, there's a wooden door that's been splintered open. On either side of it, framing it, there's two bronzium busts, presumably of noble Jedi, and one of them has been decapitated. There's a small plaque that identifies that particular bust as Jedi Master Quarna, and the head is on the floor. It itself has been severed in half, and you can tell that it looks like something was housed inside the head of the bust at some point in time.
Kraid, what is this?
Well, most libraries keep busts of legendary Jedis.
Yeah, but why is all smashy?
Why is somebody so angry at them? You're the Jedi, man. You tell us.
Or what would have caused somebody to treat it this way?
Oh no, did we lose Tanner?
I was going to say, I don't like that he's not responding at all, especially because it looks like his visual is frozen.
Yeah, his feet is frozen.
He just typed, uh-oh.
It was Kraid in the library with his lightsaber.
If he can still type, something's getting through, so he can hear us. I get the feeling he may need to kick that video down.
Yeah, I think
Like
you might have.
I had to. Oh,
there went the
moved,
video.
and he's gone.
There went the video feed.
And he's out. There went everything. He's out.
Oh, is he out of the... Yeah, he is. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
he's out of everything. Well, hopefully he gets back within a second. We'll just keep it rolling.
Waka waka. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't want to just completely bounce out. Hopefully his recording is still going. And it just knocked him out of roll 20. And then he can just pick back up. I guess we'll make a note of where what time is it now? I think he dropped out about 12 minutes in, because I've got 13 right now.
Yeah, I got 13 minutes in. But I mean, like, hopefully he's still recording.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, okay, he is. He just said he's still recording. I was going to say, I'm just hoping his Discord didn't, or his computer didn't crash, but it looks like it was just Discord. Tanner, can you talk?
Yes, I can talk. Can you hear me?
Hey,
Yes,
let's
okay.
just do that.
Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Very good. So you kept the recording going. Good.
Yes, yeah.
That video was too much, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna guess yes. So anyway, you guys were asking him questions.
You can't
You
hear
guys
anything?
pick that. I don't want to.
So anyway, I was saying
I
most
can hear them through yours.
most Jedi temples have, or the libraries of the temples
I can
have
hear
busts
them
of
through yours.
famous and legendary Jedi. Hunter, you said the other bust was solid still, right?
Yes.
So, guys, it seems like there was something hidden inside this one. I wonder if there's anything hidden inside the other one. Can they hear me?
Yeah, Lindsay can no longer hear anybody now. Hers just cut out. So, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
So I'm trying to get
I think
her...
maybe we tried to do too many things on one
Mhm.
night.
I'm trying to, like, disconnect her so I can reconnect, and hope that helps. I'm just going to close it out and come back into it. I think what happened is just the program messed up, because it won't actually let me kick her out either.
So anyway, just keep playing. I'm gonna say, well, hey, what if there's something else in that other bus? And I'm gonna take my lightsaber out and cut that one in half.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. It's a non-combatant. You can take your time. You could just slowly go through. Um, your lightsaber goes through this marble like butter. I mean, it obviously, there's little to no resistance. For the record, the one that's already severed looks like a Twi'lek, like a male Twi'lek Jedi. This one is in the shape of I just forgot the name. Ithidorian. The guys with the curved heads. They kind of look like hammerhead sharks in a way. So you sort of go. I'm going to guess you're going to want to go vertically through there because his head is far more vertical than it is horizontal.
Yes.
But you can do it however you want. At no point in time do you find anything other than continued marble.
Okay.
Yeah. But being where you are basically and being up close, you can see that the one that already was severed and toppled and everything, if you were to put the head back together, because it is still in two solid pieces, if you were to put that one of the Twi'lek back together, the hidden compartment, like whatever was the space that was open inside, is in the shape of a cube, about 9 centimeters around, like on each side.
That's not promising.
I'm here, by the way.
Okay, good.
It's just like we're basically using Maria's phone to connect her Discord, and like it's just now it won't connect. It just says connecting, and it won't connect. Like, how many things could possibly go wrong tonight? Is the question.
I mean, if we just need to let this go and do it again another time, we can. I can just retcon all of this. I can't do it Tuesday night because I'm busy.
No, keep going.
I mean, I heard what you were saying. Basically, the holocron had been in that statue's head more likely than not.
He didn't say that. I'm assuming that. Is her phone connected to your Wi-Fi, or why don't you just disconnect her from Wi-Fi?
It's connected to Wi-Fi. I'm going to disconnect from Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But like,
for the record, I don't know if I said it out loud, but in case you guys decide you want to move around in this area, you can see on the map there are 4 main rows of those shelves that I was talking about. Those are still mostly intact. And from where you entered, there is a door to the left and a door to the right. 7A will remind you again that according to the map, and he knows this, that to the left leads into a study and to the right leads into the archive, which is a restricted area, so you may have some difficulty getting in there.
We're good now.
Okay, I want to attempt to go to the archive.
I'm gonna go with.
You got it all good.
Yeah, we're all good. I'm gonna go with Kraid because
Let's not split the party for once.
in case something else goes wrong and I have to attend to it, Kraid can lead.
Okay, fair enough.
Because chances are, baby, it ain't over.
Now, once you guys make your way to the side of the room where the archive entrance should be, there is no plainly visible entrance. There are bookshelves lining the walls, again, mostly despoiled, but nothing knocked over. But there is no door where there appears to be one as far as just looking at that area. Looking at the map and looking at the wall, there's no visible door.
Ooh, Kraid can use the Force.
I don't know. Can I use the Force?
Yeah, you can make a use the Force check if you're trying to figure out exactly where it is.
Can
Just use the Force. Yeah, just buy a new Force.
May I use the Force?
Yeah, you can try and use the Force check.
Okay, here we go.
This is
21.
Kraid when he can't use the Force.
Yeah, Kraid, that seeing through the Force effectively, like you use the Force to literally see through the area. There's a large bookshelf, probably about 10 feet tall, that's directly in front of the entrance. You get the idea that you can either knock it over or push it over or whatever you want to do, but it's right behind there.
Okay, we're going to push that out of the way. Y'all want to help me? Where's Graz?
Damn, I wish we had Hunter on webcam right now. Just to get him
Hang on. I'll turn it on long enough for that.
Okay.
That's all it looks like. It's
Okay.
not interesting.
Hey, I appreciate it though. I appreciate it.
That make you feel better?
Yeah, I feel a little better. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. I'm killing that now before my computer freaks out.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to make you make strength checks for that. Again, this is a situation where you're not threatened immediately, and you can kind of take your time with it. In fact, in the process of trying to figure out how best to go about moving it, Craig, you find that there is like a portion of the wall that looks out of place, and in pushing that, you find that it actually moves the shelf itself.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, elf on a shelf.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry, space elf on a shelf. My bad.
No.
Okay, so as the door, or as the shelf slides out of the way, you find that there is a blast door behind it. It does not appear to currently be powered on, so once again, you can attempt to bypass the lock, you can try to force it open, or you can see if the control room can activate it.
Oh, Harani.
Yeah, I'm on it. I know. I don't think I'm going to get a 26, but here's hoping. It's a 16.
Ooh. It's, whatever was easy about all the other doors suddenly seems not as simple. I mean, this looks like it looks no different than any of the other blast doors that you've messed with at this point. But something about the subroutines and the way you're connected to it, something's just not adding up.
Maybe
And no
somebody's
matter
used
what
the
you
force
try, it's not working.
What's that, Kraid?
Maybe somebody should use the force points.
All right. Gonna use
Use force point.
use a force point. Let me mark it off my little
All
sheet
right.
here.
Roll that d6.
Hold on. Let me mark it off my sheet so I don't forget. I'd hate to get a free force
I keep-
point.
I keep track of those too, just for the record.
Oh, that's too big.
You should have 5 left at this point.
Yes. I'm making that adjustment here.
That should be fine.
Maybe I should have used pen and pad like Lindsay. You know? Okay, so
I'm analog.
You could try Penn and Teller.
ow! You just hit me with that. That's fine. Hey, it's a 20 now.
Hang on. Okay, you rolled 4. Yeah. You very much stubbornly decide, I'm not going to not get this done. I'm going to get this figured out. And the longer you force your way toward it, eventually you kind of figure out exactly what you need to, and you slam onto one of the buttons, and sure enough, the door itself pops open. Now, as the door whooshes open, make the noise, Bundy.
Whoosh.
The unmistakable odor hits you like a punch to the jaw. There is something in the way of decaying flesh behind here.
Ew.
Oh, Iris, that's your turn.
Why
For
is
some
it
reason.
my turn?
Because
You can you can see. I mean, strewn in front of you are about approximately 20 cadavers.
Oh.
And it's like the gamut of alien anatomy and osteology, like a little bit of everything. Basilisk to Doog to Penarchian, everybody. Judging by the death grip that the deceased have on their weapons, you can probably guess that this was a couple of different raiding parties who met to maybe cut a deal here. They were rivals of some sort, and ultimately they wiped each other out. But on the other side of the room, amidst the carnage and all the other archive type things, shelves and such like in the previous room, you do see there is a descending stairway there.
Harani she sees all the dead bodies, she smells the stench, and she is just gonna pinch her nose and just go, let's go, and make a break for that staircase.
Okay.
Yuck.
So everybody's just kind of making their way across the room as fast as you can go.
Well, I want to make a.
Yes.
I don't know how to word this. I just want to be extra observant of the room.
All right. So you want to just make a perception check, basically.
Yeah. Which I think,
for the record, how do you want to handle this sled too? Because Graz still has that. Do you want to continue to try to take this with you?
Is this gonna fit down those stairs?
Not comfortably.
I'm going to look at Graz and say, hey, buddy, you might want to park that outside. Well, as she's saying it, as she's walking fast, hey, buddy, you might want to just park that outside by the stairs. We'll get it on the way back in. But right now, we gotta get away from the dead bodies, please.
Hang on, what does this sound like when I pinch my nose?
Sounds the same, I'm going to be honest.
Kind of muted on my end, but all right, fair enough.
Okay,
So, yeah,
well, I'm going to
he
do a
responds and
perception.
he's going to leave the shed. Okay, go. Yeah, he's going to leave the sled behind. So
Oh!
with that, Graz is going to arm himself as well.
God dang it.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, but why now?
Some people would say that's the best roll.
Kraid, as the rest of the crew basically starts to make their way in, trying to tiptoe over these bodies, you start to scan around the room, and your eyes land not too far away from you on something to the right of the room at the edge of one of the bookshelves. There's some lining the left and the right of the room, and at the same time you notice it looks like it's happening on the other side as well. There are motion sensors in this room, and they appear to be active. You can't see a line between them, but you can see a slight red blinking light on each one, and they look like they are connected across the room. Hirani is about 10 seconds away from walking directly through one.
Ronnie, stop.
Okay. She pauses, just stops. She's got great reflexes. She just stops. Like she just got caught.
This room's covered in motion sensors.
But we've been in motion the entire time.
Well, apparently we haven't gone through one of the sensors yet. Am I able to get to one of these sensors without tripping it?
Yeah, I mean, they're, as best you can tell, they are vertical and horizontal. I mean, they're laser led throughout the room, but you, like you said, you have not tripped one yet, and they're just set into the sides of the bookshelves. So you can make your way over to one now that you kind of have a pretty good idea of where they are and what they're doing.
Okay, I'd like to take my lightsaber and try to destroy the sensor I'm closest to.
Well, hold on there, buddy. Is there anything I can do with it? Can I hack into them? Can I trace the origin? Is there something that instead of taking the James West approach, maybe we take the Artemis approach for a second?
You could try. I mean, if you would like to go over to one as well.
Yes, I'm gonna go over to an opposite one, and tell Kraid, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can do anything with this. And if I can't, then she makes a smash motion with the lightsaber, smashy smashy.
Or can they just be deactivated from the control room?
Well, maybe I can deactivate them with my data pad.
Hirani, once you get a closer look at them, first of all, make me a mechanics check.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, Kraid, I'm going to mention too that as this is going on, there's kind of a breeze that seems to come through the open blast door behind you, which is kind of strange in and of itself. But it moves around kind of the burnt ashes of the texts and stuff, all the Jedi texts that are laying about. And one of them catches your attention. It's almost right at your feet, as a matter of fact. Glancing at it in a cursory glance, it just looks like just a scrap of what they call Dura sheet, like their form of paper. But to you, maybe not to anyone else, you don't know. It seems like it glows a little bit, like it has kind of an ambient glow to the sheet itself. Looking at it at your feet, you can't see exactly what's on it, but there's some sort of text written on it.
Okay, I want to pick up this piece of paper, parchment, whatever.
Okay, we'll come back to that. What's your mechanics check, Ron?
19.
Okay. That's good enough for you to know that, first of all, these are not controlled from the control room. As a matter of fact, these were not put here by the Jedi. You can tell pretty quickly after getting a good look at them that these are Imperial motion sensors. These are the kinds of things you would find on an Imperial ship. Why and how they found their way into a ruined Jedi Academy is anybody's guess. But they are independent of the control system here, or of the power in this temple, or academy.
I'm gonna just tell out to my comrades. It's just what I thought. There's no way the Jedi would have a system set up down here that would still be active, considering that this temple's abandoned. This is Imperial tech, which means that the control room isn't going to help us with this, but I might be able to shut it off with my data pad.
Try it.
Yeah, you can try again. I should mention too, based on that roll, you definitely get the idea that destroying them is not a good idea. There would be no good way to go about, if it's still active before you turn it off, destroying it without setting it off.
I assumed destroying it was a bad idea the moment he said it. You didn't even have to tell me that. I just...
Let me rephrase. I am confirming your suspicion.
Anytime Tanner wants to break things, my first instinct is to go, don't. Just like that. Stop. All right.
Stop it. Get some help.
Is this another mechanics check?
Yes.
All right, so...
while you're making that, Kraid, I'm going to come... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I've been hitting these low dice really hard. I need a higher dice, please. Higher die.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, make your check. I'm going to come back over to Kraid. Kraid, you pick up this sheet and you get a good look at it.
The same exact roll?
It looks like there's a solitary passage on it. It is written in a language you do not understand. But among the laser pen burned words on it, the only thing that is written in a recognizable tongue are two defiled parts of a name. And that looks, I'll drop it in the Discord for you, like this.
No!
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh.
Even I know that one, and I'm a Twi'lek. I don't know what that has to do with it.
My expanded universe heart just melted a little bit.
Tanner's lightsaber grew a couple inches that day.
Yeah, it did.
Hirani, what'd you get on that mechanics check?
The same, 19.
Okay, that's good enough, having inspected it and gotten a good look at it, to figure out a way to disable this one. Now, having spent a little time with it, you can tell that these things are also not connected to each other. They're all independent.
What?
What was what?
Tanner?
What? Tanner, you okay? What?
Is Tanner not okay? I mean,
right now.
Okay, that scares me because the last thing he said was, "What was that?" And then dude just disappears.
I also heard him put down his headphones, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no. I don't like
Well, while he's gone, hopefully it's not a big deal. I'm just going to keep explaining this to you. Long story short, these sensors are all independent of each other. They're not on a connected network. And you're able to disable this one after a significant effort. But it is looking like you're going to have to precariously make your way through this room if you want to avoid them, or if you want to try to collect them all and disable them.
So Michaela just, in the live chat, because we already live streaming this, Michaela said the Force got him.
Not yet.
Hey, he's back.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you were saying something and it just started skipping. You sounded like a chainsaw going off.
Oh, see, we thought something happened to you in real life because you just kind of disappeared in real life.
Yeah, I was worried it was my audio, but then everyone else was concerned, so...
No, we're good.
Okay.
Tanner,
all right,
you know what you need to do if you find this Darth Revan, right?
What's that?
See the Revan, shoot him, eat him, make a hat.
Make a hat. You know what these Jedi do, don't you?
What's that?
They go to temple.
And when they go to temple...
They're packing.
Lindsay's disgusted with it. She's done. She tapped out.
Back over to Kraid. Kraid, getting another good look at this sheet. Again, those are the only words that you can make out. Everything else is written in some completely unrecognizable tongue.
Okay, where's the protocol droid from the Jedi Academy?
It's on Groz's back.
Hey, Groz, come here. Please turn around and need to speak to the droid.
Okay. He does.
I show the piece of paper to the droid. Can you decipher this for me?
Well, yeah, of course. As a protocol droid, he is fluent in over 6 million forms of language.
Okay, I don't need an explanation. I thought, was that droid or you?
That was a droid.
Okay, yeah.
He starts to read over it, 7A does, and he looks rather surprised, and he says, yes, this appears to be a dead language. Yes, definitely. The Sith tongue is such a peculiar one. The passage appears to... He trails off, and then he says, oh my, quite a bleak extract. Would you like me to translate?
No, I was showing you just to get your attention. No, tell me what it says.
He says, certainly. He says,
Why are you being an asshole to the droid?
He says it appears to be labeled as the Creed of Ruin. And so he starts to read it aloud, and he says, it reads, there is no passion. There is solely obsession. There is no knowledge. There is solely conviction. There is no purpose. There is solely will. There is nothing. Only me. As he finishes reading this aloud, you guys start to hear a rumble echoing from like underneath you, maybe all around you. The longer it goes, the more it grows. Like something awakening from its slumber under your feet.
The ground is
this
awake.
rumble thunders through the surviving remains of the structure before a violent quake just throws everything into chaos. And the library outside, shelves that were still standing start to collapse under the weight and crash to the floor. Behind you, you look back and the archive room blast doors just slammed closed. And the room is immediately cast into utter darkness.
I have low light vision.
I'm gonna pull out another glow rod and crack it.
I turn on my lightsaber.
Okay. Then anybody in the immediate vicinity of those can see okay. Hirani, you can see a little bit better around the room. You hear the door slam shut. The rumble comes to a stop at that point in time. It seems like whatever just echoed throughout here has relaxed to some degree. But you start to hear noises. And it's exactly the kind of thing that you don't want to hear in the dark, because it sounds like something is shuffling or moving.
I'm taking my blaster out.
I never put my blaster away.
I need everybody to make me a perception check really quick. And Groth is going to make one of these two.
Remember my perception check real quick.
Yeah, I don't know his.
Wow, it's actually lower than I thought it was. Okay, here's mine first. 26. And Lindsay, what's yours?
That's
Plus
good.
9.
Plus 9? That's good. I got low light vision, that's why I see better. It's fact.
Actually, yeah, that is what it's case. Okay, so everybody beat. It was a DC 10. So I'll just tell you at this point, everybody beat that being the case. But as you all start to prep yourselves, drawing sabers, weaponry, etc., chill runs through your spines. You hear coming from somewhere behind you as you all start to sort of back to each other. Even still, somewhere around the area.
A choir?
The
Gross, are you
cadavers
hungry?
that were littering the floor start to push themselves up off the ground.
No.
El Diablo.
No.
No!
And
Death Troopers.
you can see that there are pieces of flesh that are falling off of them from their faces, from their hands. One of them starts to push himself up and his left arm breaks at the elbow.
Ew.
And he just uses the broken elbow to shove himself up off the ground.
What the hell?
I didn't know there were zombies in this universe.
Death Troopers.
The closest one to you vaguely resembles a Keldor. And he has this. His arms are down at his sides as he looks in your direction, and you can see his eyes are rolling around in his head trying to find something to focus on. And as soon as he focuses on the group in general, his hand that was in that death grip on that blaster raises it up toward you. And it's kind of just hanging from the wrist, but then it snaps into place with a click like he popped a bone. And you can see that parts of the flesh from his hand are gone. In fact, he has one bony finger wrapped around the trigger. And with that, I need some initiative checks.
There it
please.
is. I knew that was
Yep.
coming. Yeah.
Tanner, of all people, I never expected you to be the one to read from the Necronomicon, but here we are.
Lindsay, what's yours?
Oh,
+6.
Wow, I just realized that I got the 3. I thought you did.
yeah, no.
No, it was me.
Nope.
It was me.
Yeah.
It was me all along, Austin. Yeah, Michaela, I feel the same way. This suddenly turned into Left 4 Dead.
Let's see who we got. Lindsay.
More like Left 4 Jedi.
You certainly tried.
You don't care.
Let me roll some initiative for these guys. Oh boy,
Lindsay, you know who would really help right now?
Mr. Peanut.
If only Mr. Peanut were here.
What about Baneland?
Balin!
No, we tried to save him. You
We couldn't.
save him, old man. All right, so let me set this all up. Why did he just say want? What do you want? A lightsaber? You got a lightsaber.
That's Revan's lightsaber, though.
Yeah.
This doesn't have anything to do with anything, but Ace has just sent me a Magneto figure. Wow, that's a good
That's
Magneto.
awesome.
Ooh, that's a good Magneto. Actually, it's Magneto, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver. Ooh, that's good looking.
It's the
So it's
whole family.
A bust rather than a figure?
Other figures. They're also $78 for all of them.
Of course.
Ooh.
Oh, they're all individual figures.
Yeah, but there's.
I thought you meant they were all together.
No. It's
a
3, but
Legends
it's a 3Z. Yeah.
family 3-pack.
Okay. So we're going to start in here. I got initiative orders and everything. I neglect to inform you that Graz is going first, but just so you know, the zombies go after him.
Boo!
They are next.
We don't know
Yeah,
that they're.
so-
We don't know that they're zombies yet. Okay, I don't necessarily believe that they're.
I'm
zombies.
just calling them that because they certainly acted that way. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Kraid, in particular, you can feel the presence of the dark side in this room more strongly now than perhaps you have the entire time you've been on Almas. When that thunder echoed throughout the academy, it sent like a shockwave through your sense of how do I call it? Basically, your sense of the Force. Also, for the record, you can now, as they're getting closer, see that none of these things, no matter what state of decay they're in, none of them have eyes. Or at the very least, they don't have the eyes that they had in life. There is like a dancing light that seems to fill their eye sockets. And as you take notice of that, they basically begin to charge toward you. So Graz is going to go first.
Zombie don't.
Graz is going to go first, and first things first, he's going to enact his harm's way. He's going to use that on Hirani, so he will be able to take any damage that she would take or any attacks that she would take instead.
Go to hell, Tanner.
That's his swift action. Well, you're a lot squishier than he is.
Oh no! Tanner just wants tonight's theme to be Sturgill Simpson's "The Dead Don't Die." Go away.
Oh, there it is.
Go away forever.
Second, he is going to Graz is going to level his bowcaster since he already has it. Actually, well, no, he's got to stay adjacent to you to keep harm's way active. Okay, so yeah, he's going to level his bowcaster at the closest one that's making a move, and he's going to take a shot.
Can I give the droid a blaster?
Ooh. You can try. I mean, that's
okay.
When we get there, we'll talk about it.
Actually, let's just nip it in the bud right now. They can't actually squeeze their hands together, can you? It's a protocol droid, right?
I mean, yeah. Realistically, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
You can give him one, and you can try, but it's not. It's not liable to work out very well. Sorry, I got to look at what Graz's attack bonus is. I totally forgot.
Isn't it like 18 or something?
No. As it stands, he's going to miss, but I'm going to bust one of his force points again, and fingers crossed that's going to resolve the issue. It is not.
Nope.
Yeah.
That was a nat 1. Well, you guys can see. That was a 1.
Yeah, and that's not going to be enough for him to flip the script on that attack. So, caught off guard and in the dark, not really knowing what's going on. Graz
Probably scared to death.
fires off a shot from his bowcaster. It scores the wall off to the left of the horde that is moving in, but it does not ring true. And with that, since he's not going to move now, I'm going to use his move action to flip from the bowcaster to his vibro axe so that he can maybe start hacking some limbs away. But that's all he's going to get to do before we move on to them. Now, I need to remind you at this point that if anybody wants to, you can use a destiny point to change your initiative order. So if anybody wants to spend one and go before these guys, now is the time to say so.
Man, I've only got one.
I'll
I'm
use
aware.
one.
I'm just putting it out there.
I'll use one of mine.
You want to use yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Iris, that is going to put you... I'm just going to put you up here at 23 and mark them down to 22. 23. Jeez, I can't write. Okay, then you're next in the order. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do the same as Graz. I'm gonna aim at the closest one to us.
Okay.
What's
So
your
And
you're
take
going to
a
use the
shot.
aim action?
Yes, I am gonna take the aim. So I'm not moving.
Sounds good.
Do +8 on the attack roll.
I'm gonna stop rolling for people.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you 14 is not going to be good enough to hit.
Want to use a force point?
Yes.
Okay.
Do that too.
Take that down.
Do better than I did with mine last time.
Oh, please God. Tanner, pray on this.
I'm going to pray on this.
Jesus!
I'm gonna stop praying on it.
Cool.
Nope.
All
Also
right.
not good
Well,
enough.
that's
for
all
a
I
hit.
can do.
Yeah, because those are all your actions too.
Yep.
Iris, much like Graz, because this all kind of happened simultaneously. The fear has kind of taken over, and so you wing off a wild shot. You're trying to aim, but trying to aim at these things, they don't move like normal combatants. You're used to people who move and duck and dodge. These things just keep coming, and so it rattles you enough that you fire a shot off that goes between the two of them. I'm gonna actually say that it does wing one of them and just like lops an ear off, but the thing just does not stop. And like a Rhodian, like it just lops the ear off a Rhodian who's just rotting from the face down,
Gross.
and nothing seems to affect them.
Can
And thus it is their turn. Sorry.
Can I use my destiny point to go back to when I was a HoloNet star?
No, that's reverse destiny. You're trying to sit to.
Damn
You're
it!
trying to give your destiny up.
I want to give my
You're
destiny.
trying to get away
some-
from your destiny. Oh, that's pretty good. No, you can't. I'm sorry.
Hey, I
hate to
think
say this.
I think I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, though.
Oh yeah. What's
Yeah,
that?
so I think I'm gonna live stream again tomorrow when we do I Want to Believe, and I think I'm gonna replace the Kate Upton poster that I have here with the I Want to Believe poster. I'm gonna swap them, so you'll see the I Want to Believe poster in the background instead. I think that'll work better for the kids.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I legitimately forgot that I Want to Believe was tomorrow night. I forgot it was our week.
So did Tanner.
I close.
No,
Do
I
we
didn't
have
forget
anything to
about
talk
it.
about?
Oh, yeah.
We'll tell you about it after the show. This is what Tanner pulled on me on Friday, and then when I told him, he was like, the rest of the night, that's all he was looking at. So we'll wait till the end of the show.
I was checked out.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of me feels like for some reason I'll figure it out later. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move in on these things. So first of all, again, their hands are locked around these blaster pistols. All of them, actually, you can see have blaster pistols in various states of capability. But from where they are, they're going to move in as close as they can get. One's going to go to here without being right on top of you. But they are very much going to just kind of knot all up in one place.
We're doing it
Have
Civil
that
War
one just
style.
kinda go to there. And they're all going to fire. They're just going to
Jeez.
fire in a hail of blaster bolts in your general direction. Now, because of the way you're lined up, the only two people they can hit are Graz or Kraid. So I'm going to, for each one of them, roll to see. Graz is going to be 1 or 2. Kraid's going to be 3 or 4. The first one shoots at Graz. And where's his attack? There it is. man, this is going to be bad. Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Oh!
It's going to be real bad. Graz is going to take 21 damage right out of the gate. Yep. The second one. Shooting at Kraid. Kraid. What's your reflex?
18.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Well, I'm going to use what is it called? Yeah. Deflect.
Okay. So
blaster
how does
shot,
that work?
Blaster shot fired at me. I use a roll. I use the force roll.
Okay.
It does not.
I caught absolutely none of the last part of that.
I can just block the shot. I can't deflect it back to them. That's next level.
Okay. So, if reading this, it looks like the DC of that skill check is equal to the attack roll. I will tell you that the attack roll is a 25.
Well, my use of force is a 10, so I have a chance. It's slim, but I have a chance.
Okay. All right.
Michaela Minton in the chat said, she said F in the chat. She's paying respects. Michaela, I'm going to need you to pray on it. Michaela didn't pray fast enough.
Yeah, that's only a 20. Now, the question is, can you use a force point on that?
That's a good question.
Well, considering the fact that the last time either, like, me and Hunter both rolled a force point, we both rolled a 1.
Well, I get to roll a D8 for my force point.
That's true. Which also has a 1 on it, just for the record.
Yeah,
it does.
As best I can tell, it doesn't say that you can or that you can't. I'm going to say that you can. I don't see why you couldn't. The application they put in here of a force point, yeah, that didn't do it. It doesn't matter.
Son of a bitch.
For the record, what you could do is use it to negate an
tonight.
attack against an adjacent character. But that ain't it, Chief. So the second one, I need to dial up this damage. I didn't have to roll it last time because it was max. 17 damage to you, Kraid.
Well, it's better than 20 at least.
21 is what Graz took.
Okay.
Oh, and that's 2. There's only 5 to go. The third one is firing at Graz. I mean, he is going to hit. He's going to hit for another 13 damage.
Why are the girls hiding behind us?
We always do.
Yeah.
We're squishy.
That's how it always would be.
I'm squishy.
I'm squishy.
The fourth one, Kraid is firing at you. They're going back and forth here.
Roll low, just once.
Successful. Let's see. Hang on. For every time you have used, so for the record, you can try to deflect again, but every time you try to do it from now until the time until your next turn, it's at a -5. So, what's your reflex again?
18.
Okay. No, that is a hit.
Jeez.
You can try to deflect, but again, it's at a -5.
26.
Okay, that is a successful
21.
deflection. Yeah, at a -5. Still, that's a successful deflection. Yes, that one works. And for the record, it is a cumulative -5. So if you try to do it again, it'll be -10, etc. And so, yeah, you effectively negate that ranged attack. So that one does not hit you.
Christ, please let the rest of them miss me.
There's 3 more. We'll see who they're shooting at. First one's shooting at Graz. That's a hit. 9 damage on top of what he's taken already.
That's pretty good for a bunch of zombies.
You're not wrong. You can also see now that like some of these guys look like they were maybe ship commanders. I mean, they weren't scrubs in life, and they appear to not be in death either. Oh shit! I rolled an attack roll that's not hitting anybody. Well, that's good. Get that 18 out of the system before I actually pick somebody.
Well, I don't want no scrubs.
2 to go. 2 to go here. First one is going to be at Kraid. That one's going to miss you.
Good.
And then the last one at Graz.
They really did just go back and forth.
That one is also going to miss. Yeah, they literally went back and forth in terms of firing. So Graz this round takes a grand total of 43 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. He ain't down, though. He's got exactly 100 hit points. So,
Oh, so he can survive.
not anymore.
He can survive like one more round, depending. Cool.
Well, he's not far enough down yet to take a second wind or anything, so we'll deal with that when we get there. Okay, they've moved, they've attacked, they have no capability to do anything else, which means we move the rest of the way down the order. That means Kraid, you're up first.
I'm gonna take my lightsaber and attack the closest one to me. Just
that'd
directly in
be
front of me.
that one. I was gonna say technically they're all equally close to you, but there you go.
Oh, attacking the dead. That's a dark side point.
They never even got their last rites.
They didn't.
They attacked him first.
He insulted
Seven.
them.
True. Yeah, no, 7's not going to hit, just for the record. Your bonus is still a +5 to attack? That can't be right.
Yeah. No, wait. No, it's 9. Wow, how did I mess that up?
I was going to say, that can't possibly be right. I mean, an 11 still misses, but that's not +5. No.
Force point.
Okay, so you rolled an 11 total?
Baby, please stop.
So 17 total?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Sheesh!
Jesus!
A 17?
I don't want to play this game no more.
You guys already knew this.
We're
I
gonna
don't know why
die.
you did that.
I didn't realize it.
Graz already tried to make an attack and rolled a grand total of, what was it, like a 17, and he missed.
Hi.
Yeah.
Is there any... Alright, so I'm looking around. Is there any way to escape this?
Not in the immediate vicinity. The blast door that you entered through slammed shut behind you.
Is there any way I can open it with my data pad or anything?
You can try.
I hate when he does that. Whose turn is it?
Hang on a second.
I think it's mine. Oh no, Iris.
I
Technically,
moved
Kraid still
mine.
has a swift action, just for
I
the
moved
record.
mine before the zombies.
If you have something you want to do with a swift action. Tanner?
What? Sorry. Can I take a step back?
Nope, that's a move action.
Okay. I can't think. No, I'm not going to do anything, I guess. Force. Hang on a second. Let me look here. Look at my stuff.
It's more than a swift action, just for the record. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have nothing to do right now.
All right, then, Harani, we're going to move to you.
Oh. I mean, I want to try to open up these blast doors, but at the same time, I feel like that's probably just going to fail. This
is your call.
This also seems like a fairly... I mean, this seems like a fairly
We might
impossible
die.
to fight. Yeah. Because they have a high hit... Jeez. Alright, I want Tanner to use the Force and tell me what he thinks I should do.
Pull your blaster and shoot at something?
Oh, you don't want me to try to open the door and get us out of here?
I don't know.
I don't either. Alright, I guess I'm going to shoot at one of the zombies.
Okay, which one?
The one in front of Kraid.
Okay.
I just gotta remind myself of what my hit. It's base attack, right? Is it base attack? It's base attack. Yeah.
Base attack plus whatever you don't have a dex bonus, so
No.
yeah, it's just your base attack.
25.
There it is.
With a nat
That's
20.
much better. Yeah,
Oh, it is
there's
a
no
nat 20.
damage to roll there. Trying to you start to, I mean, you start to panic at this point.
Yes.
You know that things are going poorly, and you're constantly looking back and forth between the blast doors and the horde that's moving in on you, and eventually valor becomes the better part of discretion rather than the other way around. And so you take your blaster, you level it right over Kraid's shoulder, and as he swings and misses with his saber, this thing leaves you lined up perfectly. You take a shot and put a bolt that goes directly through this thing's head and absolutely obliterates it. I mean, the head pops like a grape.
Yes.
And so it is down and out. I still won't show me my X's, but I'm just going to put that little red dot on him. He's done. He's dead. Actually, I'm just going to delete him. It makes it easier.
All right, so I'm worried. Kaz just sent me a personal message that said, "Did y'all's recording fuck up?" Oh shoot, I forgot. This is it's fine.
It's fine.
So I'm
At
worried.
this rate, it's fine.
Oh, okay. He saw Tanner's screenshot in Discord. We're good.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, that thing is dead. You still have move and swift actions left.
I nothing other than to yell out at the team. Aim for the head.
Okay. All right, then that's going to bring us back to the top. With Graz back at the top of the order, I'm going to have him move up one space to engage because he's got his vibro axe out. And he is, with that command in mind, he growls and snarls as he runs forward using the light, purely the light from Kraid's lightsaber to see what he's doing. And he swings his vibro axe, intending to come straight down on this thing's head. And I'm going to have him go ahead and enact that rage as well, that Wookiee rage.
Please do.
So,
if you could do that, that'd be great.
He is damaged, he is hurting, but he's not dead by any stretch of the imagination. So he's going to move in, and he's going to swing with that vibro axe. 10, there, yeah, plus 10. Okay. And nope. That ain't it.
I'm done.
Oh man, Graz! I loved your Wookiee. But I couldn't
I'm
save
not going
you.
to spend a force point on it, too, because I think it's pretty clear at this point that ain't going to do any good.
Yeah.
So he misses. In the darkness, it's difficult to see where he's swinging, and his axe gets hung up on the wall before he comes in. It gets hung up on a shelf. And so he does not make that attack, but he does put himself directly in the path here. He's taken some fire, and he's the fur is singed, but he's not down yet.
I think
So he's going to stand in the way.
I don't know if Michaela isn't a Star Wars fan or what she's getting at, but she just put in the chat furry. Oh, maybe she's talking about the Wookiee race. Maybe she meant Fury. No, I think she said furry. She's smart.
I don't know. In any case,
Chewbacca
he's
is a furry.
officially raging,
Yeah.
so he gets bonuses to attack and to damage. Actually, what is the bonus to attack when he does that? It's a +4, so actually he had a stronger chance to hit than he would have. But even then, it's still... Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. 10, 2, 4, that's 16. Yeah, I'm going to use a force point. I'm going to have him use a force point. He's running out of these things quick, but...
Get him, Bryce!
If you're going to use them, this is the time to use them, I guess, huh? All right, somebody pray on this.
I'm going to
I'll
pray
on
this.
it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets +4 from his rage. I forgot about that. So 4 from that, 10 from his attack, 2 there, and a 6. That's enough for a hit. All right. Very good. That's good news. I'm glad I looked at that. 2d10. And then what's the damage bonus? Because I know it's pretty far up there. I never use this axe anymore. 6, so 10. Good lord. 19 damage. He comes in on this thing and just absolutely cleaves through. He gets hung up on the wall for a second, but then he uses the momentum from that to pull away from it to just cleave down onto this. This is the Keldor, actually, who was right up at the head of it. And he comes straight down into this thing's neck and pulls right through and severs the top half of it from the bottom. It collapses to the floor and falls apart in pieces.
Good.
Get him, Wookiee.
All right. Swift action for his rage, move, and attack. That's all I got, which means it is going to be Iris's turn. Iris, what do you want to do?
It's Wookiee time.
It's Wookiee time. I am going to take aim at the one adjacent to Kraid, to his left, our visual right.
There's only one adjacent to him. It's fine.
Yeah, that one. Whatever. I want to aim and shoot at it.
Okay. Do it. Do
Shannon,
What?
quit grinning and roll for me.
I had the hiccups. I'm sorry. I also forgot I had to do that. This Kaz keeps messaging me, so it keeps popping
Tanner.
up on the screen.
I'm
Plus
aware
8.
that was something a person could do.
All right. So what is your bonus?
+8.
8.
I don't like that Tanner didn't respond to my bit.
I left.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Force point.
All right. She's gonna use a force point.
Okay.
Wasn't always something a person could do.
Is it a 6 still?
Yeah, just a
Six.
second.
Yes.
Can I roll a 1d69?
The sinks.
No.
I don't know how many. That's
hey,
a hit.
Hey. All right.
There we go.
Okay.
Now roll some damage.
So
Get him, Iris.
I aimed, so it's going to be 4d8 plus 4.
Good lord. Jesse and Shelby, stop entering the World of Warcraft so I can roll. Good lord. How much is it? What do you want?
4d8
44 plus 8.
plus
Or 48 plus
4.
48
4.
plus 4. Okay.
Don't listen to me.
Yes.
20.
I don't know why I'm talking. Yeah, this time now again that Kraid is closer and that you've seen your allies kind of know what to do. When Harani called out go for the head, that's what it took.
Yeah.
And so you level directly at it, and Kraid's blade moves just out of the way in time for you to see those dancing lights in the eyes of this. It's another Rhodian. And this is especially gross for them because they have those giant eyes. So these cavernous eye sockets are full of these. It looks like little fireflies floating around in them. But you put a bolt right between those two, and those fireflies skitter up into the air as this thing collapses to the ground and falls apart in shambles.
So let me exit out of BattleNet because if Jesse and Shelby log into
That's
World
a
of
good
Warcraft
idea.
one more time, I'm going to scream. Okay. Every 5 seconds, it just pops up
Okay.
in the corner, and it covers the Roll21 text bar, or where you type it in. Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's annoying.
Okay, we're good.
So
I have nothing else
that
because I
means-
aimed and I shot.
Correct, which means it's going to be their turn. Here's
That's-
maybe the good news. The three closest here, now that they're seeing their sort of comrades in front of them fall apart, they actually drop their blaster pistols and they come charging in, basically just swinging arms wildly as though they're trying to maul you guys. That one moves there.
That's not a
I'm
good
gonna just
idea,
take-
guys.
I'm going to take their turns in turn, and so one of them is going to go after Graz here up close. He is going to miss. Kraid, one's coming after you. Actually, two are. Here's the first one. Oh,
Gee.
North America,
and then what's the second one? What's your reflex?
18.
18. Yeah, they're both going to hit. The good news is they don't hit quite as hard without their blaster pistols, but they're trying to like grab and pull at your flesh. They're just basically trying to get a hold of you in any way that they can. You're not grappled per se, but they are trying to just grab onto you and hold you as they attack you. So damage wise, they're both going to hit. One's going to do max damage, and that's going to be, let me look, 16 damage. And then the other is going to do, go back down, 13 damage. So you're going to take a grand total of 29 damage in that attack.
They hit so hard. But they also get
The remaining-
hit hard.
Yes. Yep, they're very much that kind of thing. The remaining one can't see past the two of you to shoot to either of the others, and so with his blaster, he is going to target Graz, and he is going to miss once again. So Graz escapes unscathed this particular round. The last one is going to move, but he's not going to attack. He's moving off to the right for some reason. No, he's moving off to the left. Sorry. Should be there. Yeah, there. He wouldn't stop in the right place. It's difficult to see through all the fray, but he sort of disappears off into this side room. Oh, why? Come on. Is it still going? Yeah, okay. Sorry, GarageBand gave me a little notification again, but it's still going, so we seem to be good.
Oh,
We're good. I don't know what that was. I have no idea what it was trying to tell me, but I went back over to it and it's running, so we're good. Okay, that's it for them, which means then Kraid, you're up next.
I'm going to use a little attack I have called Force Slam.
Yeah.
What's that do?
You pound one or more creatures with the Force. Standard action targets anyone within a 6 square cone and within line of sight.
Okay, so that goes out from you, which means that if you angle it in the way that is most advantageous to you, it can either hit the two in front of you or the one in front of you and the one beside you. Not all three, though.
You say it's 6 squares?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 6 square cone.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if he angles it right, would he be able to hit the one farthest away? But I think he would hit Graz if he angled it that way.
He doesn't have a line of sight to that one because the wall's blocking it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna the one in front of me, the one beside me,
Okay.
and that is a use the force check.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to look at that just so I could see and have it in front of me
21.
exactly what it does. Okay, and that is, how does that work? You compare it to their fortitude defense.
Yes, and
Okay.
Let's see here. Make one roll and compare the results to each target's fortitude. If the result equals or exceeds a target's fortitude defense, it takes 4d6 points of force damage and is knocked prone. If the result is less than the target's fortitude damage, it only takes half of that and is not knocked prone.
Yep. So I'm going to tell you that hits both of their fortitudes, that they're going to take full damage.
Okay. And also, when I use this power, I can spend a force point to deal an additional 2d6 points of damage.
So it'd be 64 or 66.
Jesus.
Totally up to you.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
Okay. All right. So that'll put you at what? 4 force points, if I'm counting correctly?
Yes.
Because you were at 5. Okay. So 6d6 damage. Roll it up.
14.
I wish you'd rolled a little higher.
God. But they're prone at least.
They're both prone. I'm going to signify that with a little dot on them so that we know that they're down.
Of course
we'd
roll
blue
2
dot on these guys.
Of course we'd roll 2 ones.
They're not. Yeah, they're not dead. But you do not. Actually, you didn't roll. You only rolled one time over 3, over the average. They're not dead, but yeah, you invoke the force and you basically bring it down onto them such that it sort of crushes them down onto the ground and they collapse down at your feet. Again, not seemingly destroyed. You can still hear them moaning and trying to get back up, but they are pretty heavily damaged. You still have a move and a swift action, for the record.
I'm going to take a step back between Harani and Graz.
Okay, right there.
It's not moved on my screen yet. There it is. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, and because those two are prone, they cannot engage in an attack of opportunity. So
Okay,
you
yeah,
are
I'm done.
free to move. Okay. And then that leaves us with Hirani.
Yeah, sorry. I'm making sure Lindsay's okay. She, yeah. Okay, I think she's fine. I'm gonna shoot at the one that's standing. Hey, while you're up here,
Okay.
give me a glass of water.
Yeah.
Get yourself one, too.
I still have water there.
Okay, good. All right. Sorry, I needed water. This battle's taking it out of me.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, here we go. Can I get another nat 20? Michaela, it's your birthday. This one's for you, nat 20. What I meant was 21. Like, it's better than 20.
Not at 20,
because
but
it's
it is a
21.
hit.
Yeah.
Yes. Roll some damage.
I think... I'm trying to remember the type of it. 3d6 or 3d4. Shannon, you should know this by now. It is 3d4. Plus 3. Okay.
You using a holdout? You use a regular blaster, don't you?
Yes, I was looking at the wrong one. You were absolutely right.
I was gonna say your regular blasters are 3d6.
3d6
because
plus
Iris
3.
is in the d8 because it's a heavy.
Right. All right, here we go. Well, you win some, you screw some up.
It's fine. This one doesn't quite... You told everybody else to go for the head, and you try it again, but as this thing is engaged in sort of grappling with Graz, or attempting to anyway, and you've got 2 people in your way, plus it's still pretty dark in here, even with low light vision, it's hard to see. You can tell from the yelp of pain that it elicits, or at least the sound that it makes, whether it's pain or not is questionable, that you hit it, it's just not dead.
You know what? I'm going to use a force
You
point
can
on
also
it.
hear... I can't do that on damage.
No, I mean on the... Oh, yeah, I already rolled for the shot. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You already hit him.
Yeah, I'm distracted. My bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You can smell the charred flesh now as these blaster bolts are starting to connect with these charred, decaying flesh, which is exactly just Chef's kiss.
You're making me hungry, to be honest.
You got a move and a swift left.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I feel pretty safe here, and yeah. Well, is anybody? I don't think anybody's hurt enough for me to use my ability. The
Yes.
Bolster ally.
I am at 20.
Okay, I'm going to use bolster.
Bolster ally.
Well, no, that's an action.
That
dude.
moves them with the condition track, doesn't it? Yeah,
it's also an action, so never mind. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Next time.
That only affects it, Kraid, if any of the individual attacks that you got hit with beat your threshold.
Oh yeah, that never happened.
I started to say your
That never
threshold and
happened.
Graz's both are pretty far up. Even that critical didn't beat his threshold, so
Okay,
it was
I'm
close,
done.
but it didn't beat it.
I'm done.
Okay. Then we're back to the top. Graz, having seen one injured directly in front of him, is just going to try to finish that thing off.
Not a good night for rolls for us, I don't think.
No, but I can use his last force point, because, I mean, grand total, that's a 16.
Yeah.
Even with a 2. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use his last force point. He wants this thing done.
I want him done.
Once again, somebody pray on this.
Lindsay,
Praying
pray.
on it.
I don't know that mine praying on is going to do any good.
I'm getting my son of a bitch ready.
Here we go. You know what? That's good enough for a hit.
All right, son of a bitch. That's a good one.
okay. There it is. It was going to be a good one in this case. Yeah, 19. At this point, I think it's fair to just tell you their AC is a 19. Or not AC, it's whatever. Reflex.
Whatever.
So anyway, it's enough for a hit. And so we're going to roll that damage. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
I mean, they're all hurt at this point. So
Yeah, I don't know why I'm rolling damage. This thing was damaged enough that, yeah,
Thank God
bolt hits.
thank God he hit a 25 now.
The blaster bolt hits. This thing doubles over from where you hit it, and so as it's doubled over, he brings his vibro axe up and cuts him straight through, such as to sever like the top half of his chest off, and this thing just collapses again. The little wispy things that were floating around in their eye sockets just escape up into the ether. 'Tis dead. All right, Graz is out of force points. He is, with these other two being prone and they can't attack, he's going to move this way and engage this one, but he cannot attack it yet. And so that's going to bring us around to their turn.
I like it when they
The
go.
two that are prone,
What
two that are
happened to
prone
my
are
turn?
going to... Oh, yeah, geez. That's a good question.
I know I
Iris,
vanished.
go.
I'm sorry. I'm back.
You're up. The two that are in front of you that you can still see are prone, which actually makes them a little harder to hit with a ranged attack, but not at point blank range where you're at. So no big deal.
Okay. And I'm going to aim and shoot at the one closest.
Okay. All you have to do is hit, because they were damaged pretty significantly by that force slam.
Here we go.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a hit. He's dead.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Done.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
I'm never gonna get to use my ability, man.
I just want to
What
live.
ability?
I'm just
Right?
trying to
I don't
live,
wanna
Tanner.
die.
I don't even know what ability you're talking about.
He doesn't even know what ability he's talking about.
I do. Let me pull this up real quick.
I was going to say, as the DM, I am allowed to know these things. You don't have to tell them, but
Excuse
there
him while
should
they
be no secret.
excuse him
there
while he
should be
whips
no
this
secret.
out.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and do their turn anyway while that's
Yes.
the case. The one that's prone is going to stand up. So he's up.
Stand up, be counted.
Not having had his blaster out, he does not really have a lot of great options here, because if he pulls his blaster, he won't have an action left to attack. And if he moves again to attack, he won't be able to attack. But he sees that there's one of his brethren left, so he's actually going to move in and flank Graz here.
No.
Which is going to give the other one, who turns and sees that he's being followed now, enough time to drop his blaster and go for a melee attack. And with Graz flanked, that means he's going to have a higher chance of getting hit. Indeed, he is going to get hit. And he's going to take...
Low roll. Low roll.
let's see.
Low roll. No whammy.
14 damage.
Well, that's only the max that he could have done.
No, it's not.
You
He
rolled
could have
a
done 16.
you rolled a 2d4 plus 8, and you got a 2d4 plus 8, didn't you?
No, I got a 2, a 4, and plus 8. I could have gotten 2 4s,
What am I talking
which would have been
about?
16.
I don't know.
I don't know. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 8 is 16.
Parker, where am I? No.
Hardcore on Miami. No.
No.
Okay, Graz, for the record, is now officially below half his hit points. Not like scarily, but he is down there. The two of them, however, are going to stay where they are because they got this Wookiee right where they want it, which means that it's time for Kraid.
Mr.
Time for
Worldwide.
Crab.
Mr. 305.
Oh, great cleave. Yeah. Well, you got to kill something first, Tanner.
Oh, Tanner must be posting this in the Discord. Let's see, so everyone sees it. Also,
Also, I'd like for him to act as his turn, and he's not responding, and that's scary.
oh, not again. Tanner, can you hear us?
Nope. That's a no. What was that?
Just want to get through this battle.
Tanner.
Tanner.
He got mad and made fun of his cleave.
Well, if he had spelled it right.
That's like Cleveland. Damn. Oh, now he's typing. There we go.
No one likes MASH.
I like MASH. Shut up.
Wired internet working. Wi-Fi not.
My Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi. Tanner, it's 10 after 10, please.
I still got Call of Duty to play, Tanner.
I know. I like that Josh from Press Start to Join is playing Jedi Fallen Order and is probably having much more Jedi action right now than we are. Oh, I just looked at the Discord and saw that.
He's going to move into attack range and attempt what?
To attack, I assume.
I think
Okay.
he wants to try a Great Cleave, but I don't think
Well,
he
he'd
can
have
hear
to
us.
down one to be adjacent to another to pull that off. This is the only way he can get close to that. A 14 is not going to hit. You can use a force point if you want to there, Chief. That's up to you. I'll just wait and see if he rolls.
Well, he's not in the podcast.
Oh, yeah, now he's gone completely. That's great. That's good. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to save us some trouble here. Oh, no, he rolled.
He did roll.
And he rolled a force point, and he hit. So I'm assuming he can still hear this somehow. Give me some damage.
Well, as hurt as that guy is, does he even have to roll?
Oh, yeah, that was one of the prone ones, wasn't he? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's dead. All right,
Okay.
yeah, he's done. He's dead.
I'm back now.
Hey, you got him, Tanner.
Yay!
Now,
Oh, what a mess. What a mess that was.
I can't kill the other one, can I?
No, he's too far
No,
away.
'cause you're not adjacent to it.
What if I throw my lightsaber at him?
I don't know if that's how that works. I knew you were going to ask, and I'm looking right now. If you deal enough damage, you get an immediate extra melee attack against another opponent within your reach. Cleave says that specifically.
Damn it.
Plus, you would
It's
have
with
just
the same weapon at the same bonus.
Yeah,
That
okay.
technically would be the same weapon, but yeah.
you
gotta-
would have just hit a nat 1 and you would have accidentally decapitated Graz.
I would have put him out of his misery.
Jesus!
Good Lord.
He's putting dogs down over here. He's Floyd Mayweather or whatever the guy's name was.
Shannon, he's going puppy hunting.
Bunch of puppies.
All right, you got a swift left there, Cleve. I'm just going to call you Cleve.
Just
from now
Cleve.
on. What do you want to do, Cleveland?
I'm just going to end it.
Tanner, no, you got a lot to
No,
live for.
that's a standard action. You don't have enough action left for that. Hirani, do something.
I'm gonna delay.
Sit there and look pretty.
You're at the end of the order. You can't.
I know. I'm gonna
You can
move.
choose not to act.
No, I'm gonna move down toward Kraid and Cleve and Graz,
Cleve.
and I'm gonna take a shot at Zombie Vader.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
You have two friends in line with you. Oh, if you roll one, I swear to God.
And you know what? She's gonna do it with her eyes closed. So give me a negative 15.
Imposing those penalties.
It doesn't matter. It's not enough anyway.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah, I'm not
You
even
can
gonna...
force point it if you want.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you, your force point literally could not do enough to do it.
Yeah, I think I figured that out. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
good.
All right. Back to the top with Graz, who is going to take his vibro axe with great vengeance and furious anger and roll this 20. Watch this. That ain't it. But that still should be a hit, I think. +4, +10, 21. Yeah, that's a hit. Okay. And, I moved it. 2d10 +10. Boom. Good.
Ouch.
Well, he couldn't possibly have rolled any lower on the damage. He literally rolled 2 1s on 2d10s, so that's no good. He damages it. He does not destroy it, but Kraid, he's going to move around and leave a space for you to do something about this. He's going to actually try to flank it here, assuming it does not move around too much. Graz is going to end his turn, which means this thing's going to get a turn, and since it's already dropped its weapon and it's close to him, it's going to try to attack him again.
Hey, you forgot me
Why
again.
do you keep forgetting
I'm
Lindsay?
sorry. I'm sorry. I have the numbers written down and they look weird. Iris, go. Do something. Kill him.
I'm
Kill it.
gonna move down beside Kraid in the doorway.
Moving
like
beside
below
Kraid
him.
in the doorway.
Yeah.
Staying to
And
the
I'm
side.
gonna shoot at it.
Gonna shoot at the zombie Vader. Let me roll it. +8? Okay. 21!
That's a hit.
Woohoo.
Does she have to roll for damage?
No.
Okay, good.
Not
Thank
at this
God.
point. Not at
Thank
this
God.
point. There's no way it could go well. Yeah, having Kraid having basically distracted it and turned it around and gives you a perfect opportunity to line up the shot. You take it. You destroy it. After a moment, you notice that those low moans and shuffles have come to an end. In the immediate vicinity, it is quiet. It is funky. I mean, it stinks horribly at this point. And that sort of dancing light that you had seen again in their eyes starts to just dissipate. And as you had destroyed each one, that happened. But now you see that there are just small clouds of these, what look like little sort of organisms rising out of them. They're glowing. And it's like they're searching for other bodies nearby. It's like they're searching for something to get into.
I'm gonna cover my nose
but-
and mouth with my hand.
No, that's the thing. They come near to you guys and they it's like they can't get within you. Kraid, make a use the force check.
Yeah, I was about to tell Kraid, what the hell? Hey, Jesse.
21.
Sorry, that broke me. Kraid, now having had an experience with these things and seen how they act, you are reminded of something called a guardian spirit. This is actually an inaccurate term. You know from your time studying as a Jedi that primitive cultures thought that they were spirits of the dead who had come back to life. But these are actually parasitic organisms that have telekinetic abilities. They can inhabit uninhabited flesh, basically, things that the Force no longer touches. And so they are Force-like creatures that feed off of using the dark side using the light side as dark side, how do I put this? As a vehicle, basically, for them. They also can't live outside of a host body for long. And they cannot inhabit anything that is still imbued with a life force. And so they are basically incapable of possessing anything left at this point, for lack of a better term. As these things start to frantically flit about the room actually lights up pretty heavily. You can kind of see around you pretty well just from the ambient light they're giving off. And you hear this sort of screeching howl start up from all of them as they start to just kind of vibrate in place, and then they just kind of explode in this brilliant light show. And they are destroyed.
Good riddance.
Yeah, Force sucks.
As soon as they dissipate, you hear a disengaging of a lock, and the blast door you entered slides back open. Not only that, the light starts to return in that flickering way to the rooms, and from the opposite side of the room, where you saw the stairwell that leads down through the transparisteel door, you hear a click there, and that door slides open as well.
That seems far too convenient.
Ominous.
What the Mustafar? Is someone controlling this, or what is going on, Kraid?
What are you asking me for?
You're Duh. Duh.
Shall we go downstairs?
We might as well. Who knows what fun things are in store for us down there? Can't be any better or worse than these meat puppets.
Hirani, you notice as the lights come back up that the sensors all seem disabled as well. The
Motion
motion
sensors.
sensors that you noted.
Then I'm going to tell everybody it looks like these things are shut off. If we're going to move, I say we move now. Should we take a moment to heal?
Graz.
Yeah, Graz.
Probably.
Yeah, that's Graz is down. What is he? I think he has exactly 100 hit points, and he has taken he's exactly 100. He's taken 57 damage. So pretty much as I'm going to kick in his second wind first, which gets him a quarter of his total. That's 25 back. Plus 25 2. He only took 32 damage. That puts him at 78 hit points total. Since he's above half at that point, he cannot take another second wind. But Graz also has a feat called not a feat, a talent called Tough as Nails. It's a soldier talent. He gets a second wind twice per day. So at 78 hit points, he's in pretty decent shape right now. If you want to spend a med pack on him and try to treat injury, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm going to. We need him healed up as best as possible. So
Hey, your Jedi's at 20.
yeah,
So
who
you're gonna
gives a damn?
You're going to make a treat injury check. That's just the skill check. You have a med kit, so you're going to add a +2 to that.
Right. So basically, it's a 1d20 plus 10, right? Because I have an 8.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, so 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let
That's pretty good.
25. So the DC is a 15, which means he gets hit points equal to his character level plus the additional 10 over, which means 17 back on top of that. That means 88, 7, 95. Oh, yeah, so now he's only 5 hit points down total.
She pats him on his shoulder and say, "You good, bud?"
He is like kind of pulling at the bandage a little bit. It looks like he first thinks it's too tight, but actually he's tightening it up because he's just not used to having all that stickiness on his fur.
I look over at Kraid. What about you? You okay?
Nope.
Are you below half your total?
Yes.
So you can take a second wind. That gives you either your Constitution score worth of hit points back or a quarter of your total hit points, whichever one's higher.
This is where I'm going to hate myself because I'm being honest. I used second wind last week.
Oh, yeah. And it's still the same day, which means you cannot do that.
Tanner, I appreciate your honesty.
Injury used on you. Yeah, I do. I do as well, because that's tough for me to keep track of when we're recording once a week. So
Okay, let's see if I can hit you at least decent too. No, of course not. Why would I?
Nope, that's below the DC. So
Can I-
it's going
can
to
I,
expend one. Oh, no. Or yeah, because you added the +2 for your med pack in, right?
Can
for
I
your
use-
med kit, I mean.
Can I use a force point?
Yes, you can, because
Alright.
it is a skill check.
I'm gonna do that. If I get a 1, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna trade this game in. There it is. That's better. That's what we want to see.
So, Craig, you get a grand total of 11 hit points back on top of what you already have. So, if you're at 20, you're at 31.
Okay.
We should have brought some potions.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
I appreciate that.
Okay. So everyone is as healed as they can be, yes?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
Harani brushes the dust off her shoulders. She hasn't even been touched. She's great.
Of course not.
Well, no, that's not true. She did
You
fall
fell.
down a shaft. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's true. You took that damage. Haven't been touched by any enemies.
No, only gravity.
So what's the
The
plan?
greatest enemy.
You're in this room now with corpses that are once again corpses.
Go
The
downstairs.
staircase is
Downstairs.
open.
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
Yes. Proceed.
Okay. So you make your way to the other
Ladies
end of
first.
the room. Sorry.
Did you just say ladies
what?
first?
Yes, ladies first.
You go to hell, Space Wizard. No, you know what? No, I'll tell you what. Harani is so eager to get out of the room with the decaying flesh, she will happily just trot her little ass down the stairs first.
Okay. Graz is going to take up the rear regardless, basically. So once you ever figure out which way you want to go about that, real quick.
How many hit points do you have?
I mean, I was gonna say I'll go
Oh,
first.
never mind. Yeah,
but
the Bothan's
you
the Bothan's
jumped
going
ahead.
first. Harani gets to the staircase and then looks over at Iris and goes, "Ladies first."
I just shake my head and take the lead.
Kraid, what's your will defense?
It is 20.
Is it 20 total?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you guys start to make your way down the stairs, Kraid, you in particular feel this shooting pain. It's not going to be enough it doesn't damage you, but you can feel something reaching out through the force here, and it's like it's trying to grab onto your faith, effectively. It's like it's trying to grapple you internally. It does not succeed. You shake it off. You force it away, no pun intended. But you can feel that the dark side is much stronger here even than it was before. Every step you take further into this place, the hold that it is trying to get upon you is more and more powerful. You can tell that trying to sense force in this area, just to use game terms, is not going to be successful. But you can certainly feel the dark side influence is strong. The rest of you feel this as well, but it does not make any sort of attack on you.
Tanner, that's on the live feed.
What happened?
That's on the live feed, Tanner.
Yes. Yep. There it is.
Oh.
Thanks, Tanner.
Thanks, Tanner.
Anyway,
It's
as
all
you
on the
guys
audio
make your
feed.
way, that's not the point. Anyway, as you make your way down the descending staircase there, Graz is the last one. He turns and takes a look back at the carnage in that room, and you can see, even for a Wookiee, you can see in his eyes that he's clearly concerned. But eventually, with everyone in the front, he turns and makes his way down the steps into the darkness, and that is where we're going to end for this week.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right. So, I hate to do anything too far different from what we normally do, but at the same time, I feel like with the live show, we need to. Let me kill all this stuff, and I'll kick in my video back here in just a second. Nothing's changed on this end. There's nothing else to see, but,
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for joining us for PZ85 Plays live for the first time. Hopefully we can keep this up, hopefully with fewer technical difficulties in the future.
Wouldn't that be
if
nice?
Wouldn't it be? If this is your first time tuning into the show, do me a favor, go back and check out our previous episodes. We've got so much content at this point. This show in particular is almost a year old. Not quite. We're not quite that far, but I think we first started doing it in April of last year with the Ghostbusters series. So we got Ghostbusters, we got some Savage Worlds games set in the real world, we've got some D&D, we got some Star Wars, lots of different stuff for you to check out at Podzilla1985.com. You got anything to say about those things, then head over to our subreddit. It's r/Podzilla1985. You can interact with us. You can tell us what you think about the shows. If you got some ideas, if you have questions, that's the best way to go about getting those answered, other than our Facebook page where you're watching this, of course. Guys, anything before we go? I know it's late, so I don't want to take this too far out, but
I think, Go ahead, Tanner.
No, you go ahead. You're the leader.
No, I'm not. Hunter is tonight. For the record.
Okay.
I thought it went well, other than everything that went wrong. Next time, hopefully Lindsay's internet.
Both attack rolls.
I don't
and
think our internet can handle all of this plus the distance.
This doesn't really. You know what? I'll explain to you later. You don't know how electronics. It's fine.
I don't.
It's fine.
I leave it to you.
It's fine. Great show, everybody. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Let's end it.
Well,
all right, let's wrap
Everybody
it
remember,
up.
we got a pretty exciting episode tomorrow.
You mean yesterday?
Hopefully we can do
I was going to say, remember, do
yesterday.
we? Yeah, also.
Yesterday, tomorrow.
Boy, yesterday was a great episode. That I want to believe was fire.
It was crazy. What are we
Aliens.
talking about? What did we talk about?
We talked about the Black Vault, which is a website run by an individual who has been suing the government with using FOIA for years to get the CIA documents on UFOs, and he's got them, and he put them all online. You can go to theblackvault.com and read through all of the case files that the CIA says they have. This is everything. This is all that they have. Now, whether or not that's true or not, we're not sure, but it's all online for you to read. That is theblackvault.com. We're going to be talking about it and we talked about it and some of the most, spectacular cases from it yesterday on I Want to Believe. And yeah, it was fun. It was a great time. Yeah.
This is where the time travel gets confusing because on the live show, they're like, you didn't post anything on Saturday.
Oh, I forgot we're live too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on.
Brian Tanner, no one knows.
Asa, he's not even here.
Yeah.
Somewhere Asa he shuddered.
That ain't right. All right. That's all. That's all.
That's it. And then later on this week, all your old favorites, all the old classics are coming back.
What, horse
AD.
time?
What are we doing this week on AD? Oh, yeah. It's
Oh.
horse time this week. Yeah.
Did we find you?
Yeah, we're all still. Well, we have to mention it tomorrow because
Yeah,
it's going to
fine.
be tomorrow's the first show technically, so we'll make a big deal of it tomorrow. By this point, people already know Hunter's back, so it's good that Parker let you go. That's all I'm saying.
I told him I was going to use I can't find it now, but the gift from Tim and Eric of Paul Rudd at the computer going, oh, I'm freaking out. They're going, I'm okay.
Wait, do you have Parker there? You can show him to the audience real quick.
Oh,
is he gone?
He's long since asleep.
Ah.
It's 10:30, man.
That's true.
He's dead asleep. I'll have to get him up and take him outside, but I'm not doing it right now.
Yeah, no, it'll be great.
No, I'll bring him around soon.
It's going to be a great week of episodes on Podzilla 1985, and now we're moving into video streaming technology. I got plans for some new stuff. I don't want to say anything right now, but it's a fun time to be a Podzilla fan.
Yes, it is. All right,
otherwise, it's just
before
the
this thing gets too long
same old bullshit is what it really is.
in the tooth. Guys, as always, again, thank you for listening. Thank you so much. Check out all the content at Podzilla1985.com, at the subreddit, on the Facebook page. Get in touch with us, and be sure to come back here next week as we find out what's on sub-level 2 of the Almas Academy. But until then, for Tanner, for Lindsay, and for Shannon, I am your Game Master Double H. May the Force be with you, and we'll see you then. Later.